Cut what I'm gonna tell Jordan. Don't put this in there. Face us when you're talking, not the camera.
Yo, listen.
Yeah.
No. You guys don't understand.
You're gonna break the chair.
How close do I gotta be, bro?
Of course.
Just how to fart.
Excuse me? What? Were you sleepy too?
Bro, wait, hold on. I'm getting it. I forgot.
Generated
Ooh,
response.
wait, hold on. I remember.
Hi guys, welcome to Panic at the Pit.
You're joining us in New York City where we're currently experiencing a nuclear winter. But that doesn't discourage us from hosting our show today.
Anyways, we're Reapers 22360, an FTC team, and I'm Jane, the captain, and today's host.
Adam Karbowski.
He's also today's host as well, and we actually got a special guest from our sister team, Overclock.
Oh my God. Clap it up. According to our reports, he's a C-list celebrity, so it's glad to have him here today. He's a professional Balatro player as well, but we don't discuss that. Oh, she's already disappointed in me.
Well, today's robotics topic is gonna be what you didn't expect about robotics. So we're gonna be discussing about things that people normally don't tell you about in robotics, and just overall our experiences in robotics as well. So Adam here is actually an alumni of our deceased team called Big Data.
Deceased? Eviscerated off the place because of your
favorite song.
Yeah. And here we're figuring out if it was my fault or not.
Big Data 22358, right? And unfortunately, the team ended this year, so there's only a few people on my team that is carrying the legacy of Big Data. Would you like to talk a little bit more about Big Data?
Well, yes. In regards to big data, what do you want me to talk about? Like its general purpose or like its role in our school?
Just your
Experience.
condolences to
My
the
condolences.
team.
It was here for our longest time, but with anything you love, you have to appreciate the fact that it will come with great grief. It's like a dying old dog, You just have to let it go sometimes, but I was glad that it was there with me throughout all those times. But it was primarily a great place for me to bond with a lot of people, connect with a lot of people in robotics, as it was my first year. And it will hold deeply in my heart as I progress.
Yep. All right, now let's get...
Yep, move on. Yep, move on. Okay. Yeah, no condolences from you guys. You guys are glad to see me again. It's like, come on, guys. My poor little heart. Anyways.
This is my first time being a host, guys. Anyways.
You shouldn't admit that.
Cut that out.
They're keeping it in.
Oh wow, that's a really touching story, Adam.
Thank you.
That's awesome. It's actually my first year as well that I joined Reapers last year, and it was kind of cool to see new people on the team and just overall connecting with like a field that I've never experienced before. So Jordan, how was your experience joining OVC last year?
Yeah, OVC last year was a great time. I had so many great mentors there to just kind of teach me about the parts of robotics, and then just there to just be a guide through my robotics journey, and it's just been great learning new things.
Yeah, I see. That's awesome. So our first question is, why do we all kind of join robotics? What was your purpose of joining robotics?
Yeah, so I really joined robotics to see what my code would really do in real life. I really enjoyed seeing things physically and really building with my hands. So since learning to code from the school, I thought, hey, it'd be cool to see what my code could actually do to real life objects.
My story goes similar in the lines of Jordan, where I was very involved with mechanical systems ever since I was a child. My dad, he works in trade, so I see him work a lot with his hands. He has a lot of dexterity, and ever since I moved to our new house, he's been renovating it by himself, and I have to help him with projects, whether it be remolding the tiles on the bathroom floor, or helping him with HVAC or something in the ceiling. And I really connected with him in that, and I really bonded with his skills, and I idealized him with that. And as I transitioned into high school, I realized that robotics would be a great experience for me to grow as an engineer, which is one of my ideal career paths to go into. And luckily, through the support of friends, I was able to join robotics.
Oh yeah, my story is also very similar. My dad's also my dad's also a mechanics, and I'm not that familiar with like all these mechanics systems, but I want to explore. And my main interest has always been like kind of like physics and math like driven. So I kind of want to explore more into the field. That's why I joined robotics. However, I realized I didn't really like being a mechanic, and I don't really like the hardware part of it, so I ended up being an outreach, and now I'm basically an outreach captain. So, and I take care of the business, and I prefer that side more than like the hardware part. But obviously, I still enjoy from time to time some hardware stuff. I still do like the engineering board and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. So, when did you guys kind of start taking things seriously rather than like, just treating it as like, oh, it's just robotics or it's just an extracurricular? When it stopped becoming like really a part of your identity?
Certainly after my first competition, I'd say, because I saw a lot of parallels between my first competition in robotics with track, and there's just some like mystic aura of like, hard work amongst people. Like you see all of these teams collaborating in this whole event, and you realize that these people worked hard for this. They sacrificed a lot, whether it be their free time, their relationships with other people, or their energy. And after that, I chose to take robotics more seriously, and I realized its application in the real world.
I mean, I kind of had the same point. It was the first competition, and going up to it, I just thought it was just another EC. But when I really saw the joy and the hard work that everyone put into it, and it finally paid off with our qual into super quals.
Congrats.
Last year, I was just hooked, and I was like, damn, I really want to be a part of this and keep on the OBC name.
No, yeah, definitely. I think my first experience of like taking robotics seriously is definitely from first competition as well. It hit like, even though we Reapers qualified last year by winning Inspire second, it really hit me hard that, oh my god, robotics is like low-key so fun, and then like competitions are really fun. I want to keep doing it. I want to be able to like feel the joy with the team and basically advance into the next competition, right? I think that's where like the joy comes on, and like, even if you lose, right, you all feel the loss together as a team, and it's just like, I think it's more like the team spirit that got me like, oh my god, I love robotics.
After all, you're still young, we're still in high school, so like such experiences are very pivotal.
Yeah. So stepping onto just like leadership and stuff, and we know Adam is actually the engineering lead of this year, and I'm the captain of the whole team at Jordan's. Which one are you talking about, me or you?
Sorry?
You said unfortunately after I said.
Oh no, me.
Oh, okay. And then Jordan is the co-captain of his team this year.
Yeah.
And so when did you realize that? Did you expect at all that to become like a captain or like a lead this year?
I mean, going into robotics, I didn't really have an expectation to become more of like a captain, but I really feel like being a captain is more so just teaching the underclassmen and the new members or known as rookies, that the skills that's needed in robotics and just kind of the spirit of the team. So towards the end of that first year, I said I would be happy to help the new members learn.
Wise words from a wise man. I have nothing to add on to that.
I mean, I kind of expected since last year to be captain because there was like not much junior since last year, and I was kind of passionate about it, and I treat robotics as like not just an EC but also like an activity that I genuinely enjoy, so I kind of expected to be captain. But I mean, this year there were definitely like unexpected things that happened, right? So what are some of the challenges that you guys went through, and how did you guys overcome it?
So we went through a lot of challenges through big data. A lot of the challenges we experienced.
Big data.
Oh, this year?
Yeah, this year, not
Sorry,
last year.
I'm stricken by grief. You go first.
So this year, a major challenge for me was just learning the skills of becoming like a captain. I personally feel like a lot of the things that my old captain had to deal with was it was just kind of new to me, and I wasn't really well versed on how to deal with it, and I was kind of shielded from some of the responsibilities, like having to deal with the finances as well as just getting everyone in order, because sometimes the team can be kind of large, so you have to pull people together. So it was just those random things that I never really had to deal with in my first year.
Yeah, I could definitely relate to that. This year, I think one of the biggest challenges that I've definitely went through is teaching the new people the skills that they need to thrive in their field. For example, because I specialize in outreach, I
Thrive in STEM, amen.
thrive in STEM. Okay. Since a lot of the people.
Nope, commit. Thrive in STEM. You gotta commit. Thrive in STEM. Anyways.
Private stuff is
yeah.
not robotics related, but hey guys, if we have another event, I'll definitely post it. Make sure to sign up. It's free food and free
Where can we
knowledge.
sign up?
Where can we sign up?
Where can we sign up?
It will be up on Luma, hopefully, when we plan our next event, and we're planning with some big tech companies. So make sure to shout out to that blank company. So if we manage to get
I don't
that
even
event,
know.
make sure you guys pull up. It's a pretty cool tech event, but that's a self-promotion. That is totally different from robotics.
Yeah, we're
But
gonna get
anyways.
blocked out by sponsor block on this one. So
Anyways, so now I guess this season, just like in general, as a team, not like as a captain, was the biggest challenge that you have ever been to? Like,
probably in my experience, burnout. Since I am the only senior and alumni of robotics in my team right now, I do have to carry up a lot of responsibilities, whether it be designing the bot, teaching the upcoming juniors, and stuff along those lines, as well as communication with other departments of the team. As I've certainly progressed throughout the year, challenging myself with designing a custom bot and, learning new tools like Fusion 360 in terms of manufacturing, I've certainly experienced this lull in motivation as my teammates, they depend on me, and I do feel that responsibility bear down on me sometimes. But I've learned to take breaks, whether it be on the weekends, learning self-meditation in order to mediate those effects.
that's awesome.
So
Thank you.
for me, it was kind of or my team, it was just deadlines and learning new skills. I think with just about most seasons, it's just having a strict outline of like, you're gonna finish building by this day or CADing, because as well as communication, because the way we do it in our school is just juniors become seniors and then they move on. And during our senior year, we just have so many things to do, and the juniors, they just might not know how to communicate efficiently.
Exactly.
And so,
Providing that environment where they feel safe to comment what they are feeling, what their challenges are, is very difficult, because it is very intimidating. We tell them we may joke about how we're gonna go to Worlds or something, but to a junior or like a beginning member, they might be intimidated by that.
wait, joke?
Joke?
Joe?
What do you mean
Oh.
joke about World?
Well, at this point, we're joking, but
We're all going to Worlds.
Let's all meditate now.
Make sure you catch us up on the next episode to experience the funeral of Reapers.
After the funeral of
Yeah.
Big Data last year,
Oh
bro.
God.
Dude, now after like this season's over, we all gotta learn how to meditate now.
I already learned.
Well,
No,
you gotta
no,
teach
we
us
teach
now.
it.
You all
Oh,
gotta
of
you gotta
course,
teach
of
us now. You
course,
gotta
of
also
course.
teach us how to fart.
Excuse me? I distinctly remember us discussing not to discuss that incident. All right. In regards to that,
Strike it.
Cut
hey.
it out. Anyways,
wait, what was your biggest challenge?
I
As a
think
leader.
definitely this year the biggest challenge was the team was too big, and I feel like it was too divided. Many students didn't connect each other, and compared to last year, obviously, right, there was only 10 people on the team, and everybody basically knows each other. We're close, and we're kind of when you're close with someone, it's more easier to hold someone accountable, right? So, but then when the team is so far away, because the team is so big, they have their own little group, I think it's harder to make them hold accountable, and also there are just so many things that a person just could do, right? So it's a person can do a lot of things, but then at the same time they can't do nothing. So where I'm going with this is I don't know, but
Where I'm going with this, I can't look at that light anymore.
anyways, I mean where I'm going with this is kind of
Slander.
because the team is so big, you kind of have to divide a big task into small little section, and it just I think it becomes hard for the captains or the leads to manage when you have to kind of micromanage them and make sure everyone kind of stays on task. I think that's the biggest challenge that I've had, especially when team members don't communicate. But other than that, I think
It's a balancing effort. You
It's a
need to give
balancing
them room to grow into their own engineer or their own programmer.
I think one of the biggest things that they don't tell you about senior year is also the college app season. I think it all hit us really hard about like college apps, and it really burned me out a lot being a captain of the team and also taking care of like my college apps and making sure, I also do well academic wise. It's just like I think that really burned me out as well, as Adam said. So I think it was very tough.
Yeah, and I think I'd like to add on to one more thing is just that while building the bot, you don't know like what issues are gonna come up and like how long things will necessarily take because the game is different like year to year. So that kind of builds on another difficulty as well.
So, moving on from, from the challenges to like, we're talking about burnout already. So, I guess like, how do you take care of burnout? I mean, Adam already said the humanities. What do you do to take care of burnout?
We got the games. We got games on Discord. We sometimes have nights where we just
Soundboards.
hop on Minecraft.
Electro soundboards.
Yeah, and it's just taking time to myself or just taking time away from looking at the robot and
Dude, how are we the next generation?
There's gonna be your next software engineer, by the way. That's gonna be.
I'm building your.
He's building my next
Everything.
Intel processors. Oh yes,
I'm
please.
building the next GPT.
Oh,
Wouldn't playing League when you're burned out make you more burned out?
From what?
Like
Amateur?
like
Amateur?
a troll teammate. And
that's
not, like-
fun.
How's that fun?
It's just a different look from a robot.
Exactly.
So you not getting the hand that you want in Balatro, it's like that doesn't make you more stressed out.
Yeah, she doesn't know what she's talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking
That's
about.
0 hours in
I don't know what you're
Balatro.
talking
Yeah, what do you to do? All sixes with a lucky cat? Okay. That's when you start to reconsider everything.
On that thing.
Dude, I just
Okay, we
sleep,
need to
bro.
transition away from.
Dude, I just sleep, bro. Sleep is the best way to take care of
What
burnout,
Balatro
bro.
method is that?
Okay.
Okay. Well, she's lying. She's clearly lying because she says she only got 3 hours of sleep today. So
Yo, it's today, okay? It's Ramadan
Cap.
night. Ramadan Mubarak.
is that a TikTok challenge?
No! What?
Is this the Balatro hand?
Dude, anyways, so the question is, even all the challenges that you went through, all the burnout, why do you keep doing it this year? Why not just quit?
Well, that's a good question.
Regardless of all this that happens and, all the burnout, why do you keep doing it this year?
It's certainly for the love of the game, as they say. As they say.
Some cost?
Sunk cost fallacy, gambler's fallacy, all of those fallacies, they culminate into this one big sphere. But no, the real reason I'd say is because, I really believe in this stuff. Engineering is always going to exist. Way after I'm gone, way after big data is going to be gone for sure.
Way after Reaper's gone?
Way after Reapers is gone. And if this nuclear winter doesn't end, then New York as well. So, engineering is it's a very interdisciplinary.
Sorry, I'm just really interested.
No, of course, you gotta huddle towards the campfire, of course. No, but it's very interdisciplinary. You learn so much about yourself and about the world. I remember I would watch kids. I would watch kids. I would watch videos as a kid. See, I'm so sorry about that one. I would watch videos as a kid about fighter jets, and I'd wonder, that's cool. How does that work? And then, as I start to grow, I grow more in depth with the processes that are involved with that. And if I can get this next sentence out, that's why I continue to work in robotics. Yeah, as an
Where's
engineer.
bro going with this?
I'm cooking up.
Lost. Where's the map?
Are you meant to wash the rice?
Why are you telling the truth?
Why?
Yeah, so for me, I guess it's just being able to take a step back and just never really losing interest. So like being able to take a step back and just like, damn, that was a lot of work, but then I just always come back at it with like fresh eyes, and I'm just always excited to keep building and keep experimenting new things.
After a match of League?
Of course.
Well, you have to support your team
Maybe too.
members. Everyone has their own vices,
It's the devices.
Dude, he just dabbed. Our cameraman just dabbed.
Shout out, cameraman.
W cameraman, bro.
I guess one of the reasons that I keep doing it also just, I think robotics is fun in general. I think going to comps and meeting all these new people is fun, and I've met a lot of new people through robotics, and I've learned a lot of the major skills that I have right now through robotics, and it's like such as networking, right? How to email people. I think those are the major skills that I learned from robotics. As the team grows, also I want to make sure that my juniors and people who are going to be hopefully not making Reapers die.
Why are we so morbid this episode? It's already the first one. We have to support them.
People who will succeed Reapers are like they know what to do, and I want to teach them the skills. So I think like that's kind of what keep the fire up, the fuel there, even though like the fire might be dim, right?
Or it's in your house.
Even though the fire might be dim, there's still a little bit of fuel. That fuel is like what's keeping the fire lit.
The Phoenix or
It's
something.
gonna keep
The
Reapers.
Phoenix. The Phoenix.
Type stuff.
Don't say it.
Anyways, now
No.
on to the fun questions. What is the 10 out of 10 rage bait in robotics?
You want to start?
I'm seething with anger. I can't even formulate an answer right now. But I'd say if I go to Cornell Tech, which is our like group, like how would you describe it? No. How would you describe it? Cornell Tech is like a
Working
community-based working space where Cornell provides
Makerspace.
where the Cornell provides the space for teams to build. Right. If I get permission from a mentor, right? I get a permission from. Yo, listen.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, no. You guys don't
Go,
understand. You
go,
guys
go,
don't
go.
understand. You guys don't understand.
Then-
Listen. If I get the permission from a mentor late in the day when no one else is printing, and then I come back and I look at the Bamboo Lab history or whatever, and it's canceled, and then I have to talk to my team about why it's canceled, and then oh my god, it's the rule of pi in engineering. You think if you think something's gonna take a day to make, it's gonna take 3 days to make. If you think something's gonna cost $1, it's gonna cost $3, and it's just so infuriating. Preach. Thank you. I actually got heated there. You know, my ears are red. They're inflamed right now. What about you, Jordan? Dude, I don't want to.
His fist is clenched in rage right now.
There are people out there who should tread
This
lightly.
is when you meditate. This is when you
tread lightly.
meditate.
Guys, start meditating. Don't
Bro.
fart. We're in a public space.
See, that doesn't even bother me anymore.
Because the meditation works.
Yes, go.
Bro, when the code doesn't tell you why it like errored or it doesn't make sense, you're just on the forums and you're just, why don't you work?
Or wiring. Wiring is terrible.
And it never works.
Sometimes there's like a wire that is cut for some reason. I don't know what happened. Like maybe like the wrath of Pompeii, but the volcano erupted on that wire and it doesn't work anymore. I don't know.
Honestly, one of the biggest rage bait as an outreach is definitely when the other party, when we play an outreach event, right? But the other party cancels it, bro. It happened to us once already. Thank God, but that really pisses me off because the whole team was prepared and it was like the day before, like 2 days before, they were like, oh no, we can't do it anymore.
I mean, stuff happens, but yeah, it's like just like
Genuinely rage bait. And
Yeah.
that or people promising that they'll go to outreach and not going.
Ooh.
That's
stop lying.
That's
Stop
tough,
lying
that's
to your team members. If you lie to
If
your
you
team
can't just
members,
say so.
Exactly. If you lie to your team members, shame on you.
And people not showing up to robotics as well. Cameraman. Anyways,
Everyone
not saying
was
names,
straightened
not
up.
saying names.
Everyone looked up. They perked up.
Random members.
But hey, no shade to the cameraman. He's our cameraman.
Shout out
so
cameraman.
We love cameraman.
We love
shout out Limpei, shout out.
Cameraman 1, bro.
Now on to the second question. What is the most unhinged thing that you have experienced in this season and last season? Unhinged.
Ooh, unhinged. Probably when the other team's robot didn't work, but they didn't speak English, so I had to communicate them with my Spanglish, and I had to scream "Ayudarme, ayudarme." That means help me. It means help me. Yeah, I passed the regions thankfully, but I had to scream "Ayudarme." Oh, that as well. So they were asking us. It was both like a dichotomy where they tried to talk to us and we tried to talk to them, but no one could get the message across. That was really sad. That was really sad. You know, I think about that team sometimes. I wonder what they are now. Yeah, I wake up and Listen, I tried. I was pointing. I was moving the artifact, putting it in the robot, showing them what to do if it gets stuck. But to the human player or whatever. But yeah,
That's
God bless the team. Holy.
Bro, wait, hold on. I'm getting it. I forgot.
Generated
Ooh,
response.
wait, hold on. I remember when a bot was coming up for a lift. It's like the final 4 matches. The bot was rising, and then their teammate just went early and just whoosh.
And then it knocked the
fell
bot
over.
over onto your bot.
No, it was just a random bot, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not to me, but and the most unhinged thing that I've witnessed throughout the whole year is OVC sleeping over at Cornell Tech last year. That was the most unhinged thing that I've ever experienced.
You gotta get that work in. You gotta get that work
One of
in.
our veterans, they don't appreciate that, but yeah.
But that was crazy because they genuinely did everything overnight and they came to comp with basically no sleep. And that was were you there? I mean, would you like to?
Of course I was there, bro. I remember going out for food that night, and then I came back. It was like 1 when I came back with the food.
1 p.m.
Everybody
or
was-
a.m. How much are we sleeping over?
Yeah.
How much are we sleeping over?
I remember I came home from CT. It was like 3. I like showered and
I have a
stuff.
good story.
Bro, it was 4. And then I had to go to comp because it's in John Dewey on the other side of the city, bro.
For context, John Dewey is like the
It's-
voyage
Throw
Christopher
up a map.
Columbus took in order to get to the Americas. I have
Dude,
another
that's-
story. I don't know if I should say it because I don't want to drag it out. Okay, so I was CNCing the flywheel. Well, listen, everyone knows. Everyone already knows the story. They erupted in cheers when I said it. But anyways, I was CNCing the flywheel. Right, I did it on the. I tried to cram it onto the 12 by 12 inch plate, and it was like there was like parts where it's like the end mill. Right, it was overlapping basically. So what would happen was that these circles, right, on a square plate, there would be pieces which you couldn't screw in, and they will fly everywhere. So what happened was that one of these pieces basically became a projectile. It could have killed me and the mentor that was working on the CNC machine. It hit the end mill. Boom, boom, away it went to the other side of the planet, to the other side of Cornell Tech. It could have been really bad. Thankfully, Cornell Tech was closed because I was spending like 7 hours or something trying to cut it because I had to go through 140 slides of like CNC and tutorials or whatever.
Robotics
But
dedication.
yeah,
Robotics.
and then after that happened, after I saw my life flash before my eyes, my mentor, and I quote, said, "We ball." So I'll leave that one up to you, audience, what you think about that one.
We'll keep the mentor's identity a secret, though.
Yeah, it will pop up in the lawsuit.
I mean,
That's the action.
oh yeah, that's crazy. I mean, last year I think a lot of the things happened, like going back to just staying overnight. I think it was just crazy. Especially like OVC, they tend to stay overnight last year, and they were staying there a lot. And I know one of my friends, he bought a whole case of Celsius and drank it there overnight. And I mean, the food that they bought was like Costco food. They stack up on like the pizza, the hot dog, and it was just crazy last year. Like they will show up to CT stacked and then like prepare to stay overnight and stuff like that. That's like the most unhinged thing. But hey, I like their dedication. I appreciate them. You guys worked really hard last year.
In conclusion, it's the engineers who experienced
The programmers. It wasn't the engineers. It was the
programmers as
No,
well.
it was all of us.
Shout
We
out,
needed
shout
at least
out.
one to fix the bot for each servo that
Well,
broke, bro.
engineers, they're on the front lines. Programmers, they're working overtime, you know.
Yeah.
That
hard
12
for
a.m. badge is
everyone.
beautiful.
And now it's just getting their beauty sleep.
And somehow it all works.
Dude,
rage bait.
This-
Sponsors not
no,
giving you
this
money.
is another rage bait. Going back to the rage bait question. Oh my god. Sponsors not responding and people saying outreach isn't important. Dude, outreach is like how many of
It's half the awards.
It's the half the
It's
awards.
actually 90%.
Sustain,
90%.
connect, basically inspire as well. You need outreach. Also what? Reach. That's also an award now, guys. And
Guess how the world turns? It's money, and what happens if you don't get
The
money
judge's
from
money?
the sponsors? Exactly. You can't work on the robot or anything. Oh, my God.
and also who's working on the engineering portfolio? Basically the outreach people, because none of the engineers and programs want to touch it. Not every though. Not everyone though.
I just want to disparage these rumors and say that I have been in the engineering notebook at least once a month.
I touch that thing every once in a while.
You guys want to see the engineering portfolio? The first.
Oh
thing?
yeah, I'll
Wait,
take a
wait,
look.
wait,
I'll take a
wait,
look.
wait, 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 let's not pull up the evidence here. I plead the fifth.
We have a beautiful cat over here. That's the first thing they put on the engineering portfolio.
Priorities, man.
Work
You
in
can't be
progress. Work in
motivated.
progress.
It's like having a picture of your family on your desk or whatever.
The cat.
When I see the cat now,
Yeah, that was on there for a month, by the way. That was there for a month before they updated anything. So
The cat is basically the portfolio.
Cat-
so like
cat-
cat. It's like the same shit.
Yep, I hope you get a viscera off the place. All right.
okay, now time for even more fun stuff. Let's debunk some myths that people might say about robotics.
No, you cannot eat the Allen keys. No, you cannot put your finger in the end mill. No, you cannot throw the robot off the table.
The nuts are not real nuts.
Oh, true,
You cannot eat them.
true.
And no, you cannot make a baby robot in a big robot to have a pregnant robot. That's
And no,
something.
this is not BattleBots. I wish it was.
You cannot train a baby to just do the game's tasks.
And you cannot shoot the officials with the robot.
Okay, number one is
Wait, that we didn't even get to the first.
no.
we rapid fire them. Yeah.
Efficiency.
Efficiency. Yeah.
That is efficiency.
That we don't see often.
Especially from the engineers guy. Who said that?
Yo, why'd you say that?
Why is this cough so distinctly my name? Everyone, has anyone noticed this?
Did you hear that?
Must have been the
I think
wind.
it's a fly.
Yo, my
Must have been the
microphone
bird.
is not that sensitive.
Must have
okay?
been-
Something happened.
Oh, the most unhinged thing that happened to me just yesterday was his microphone acting up, and
Go into the story.
No,
it was the
wrap it
robotics
up,
call. We were
wrap it
talking
up.
about robotics, and this guy the whole time.
I'm gonna make the audio unlistenable. Okay, now you can't tell the story every time. Tell your story. No, go ahead.
Okay. We gotta do this. This is gonna be a rapid fire. Okay, you have to be naturally smart and be in the STEM field to join robotics.
False.
False.
true.
You
You
don't.
could be the biggest goober on this planet and you'll still make it. Bertram took
Our
much offense to
cameraman. Who said that?
that. Why is he looking behind?
Point at him.
Wait, who? Yo, Alan.
What happened? Yeah.
Wrong guy.
What happened?
Like it points the camera while we're talking.
We are devolving into revolution. We cannot. A house cannot be divided amongst itself. Oh.
Anyways,
Go.
okay.
That's
cut
Abraham
that out.
Lincoln. Everyone knows Abraham Lincoln. Everyone loves him.
Second one is winning defines your team.
No. Losing, if anything, defines your team more.
What
I
you
do
do in either situation is what defines your team.
If
Why he
it-
telling the truth though?
I'm always valid.
If you're always winning, that means your sponsors listen to you, which is not possible. True.
If your robot breaks, the season's over.
Just fix it. Yeah. What's the big
fix
problem?
it, guys.
What do you
Oh,
mean?
just
Wait,
have two
wait,
robots,
We
you know,
need more
so-
context. If it fixed during comp, you can still fix it.
That is true.
Like, let's say, if it gets robbed, then yeah, I understand. Yeah, and
I
no,
know
I mean,
Big Data
serious.
has a lot of experience fixing robots during comp.
Oh yeah. It goes back to that point where losing defines your team, and losing was definitely a staple of big data, but we still pulled through. Well, not the team itself, but
R.I.P.
shout out.
Shout out to Big Data. It's
alright.
okay. You guys had a dream.
We not reference Miles in this episode. I stood up and hit her.
Okay. Our last question will be about leadership. Leadership means being the most technical person.
Technical in what sense? You have to be more specific.
Technical, as in like you know about everything. like,
Oh
you
no,
know
it's more
your-
no, it's not true. It's more so a human thing. You know, learning how to listen to people and fostering this relationship with your team members where they're willing to talk to you about problems they're having. I feel like is very important. Why am I lying? What do you mean?
Oh.
I think definitely Because
Jane doesn't even know how to make strawberry syrup with no blender. Come on.
chill.
Come on.
I asked my ChatGPT how to make strawberry syrup, but
No.
that's not the point here. But the point is that I'm not the most technical person here. I don't know how to CAD. I mean, I know how to CAD like basic stuff, but obviously I'm not the most advanced using Onshape like him, and I'm not the one that built the whole robot. But obviously, I know the whole process of blah blah blah. But essentially, you don't have to be the most technical person. You don't have to know everything. I personally don't know that much coding. I know basic, but I don't know that much coding. So it's like you don't have to be the most technical person as long as you're able to, maintain the relationship. As Adam said, you'll be a great captain.
Yeah, it's definitely just the same things that being a captain is just bringing people together and making sure everybody is on task.
I agree. And now onto our last 2 questions.
You said the last one was.
You said the last
No,
one.
the last mythical debunk question. Okay, and now last 2 questions. So, what advice would you give your, let's just say, at the end of sophomore year or like start of junior year? What
Like
advice?
people rising up to become going into robotics.
To myself.
Yeah.
Well, you have to keep your mind open-minded. Make your voices heard, because you will experience so many problems that other people have experienced themselves. You think those seniors are all like hardened war veterans? No, they still got hardened. Again, we're still young, so communicating our feelings may be difficult for some people.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily even have to be about robotics. You can just like give advice to your
Start apps early. They never change those personal statements.
Yeah.
Not this year, last year, like junior year.
Yeah, that was junior year. You never changed
Okay.
this.
No,
Yeah,
fair
so you could just start it over the summer, and then
What is the cameraman doing, dude?
Shout out, Cameron.
Shout out to
cameraman too.
Shout out to
Graces us with our presence.
Tim FX Visual. Follow him, guys. Follow him. That's our goated videographer and editor. I think definitely if the one advice that I would give is don't try to burn yourself out, especially like during the junior years, right? I was still learning my stuff, but I think I kind of overworked myself in robotics, even though that was one of the ways that I learned the skills that I have right now. But I think what I should have done is maybe like set priorities, have deadlines to yourself, and make sure you don't rush the stuff, right? And
You don't want to procrastinate.
make sure you learn how to use the calendar app. I think that's like the most important thing that you could ever do in any life skill. Like even when it's literally the most versatile skill ever to like actually really utilize your calendar app, set priorities, set deadlines, and just make sure you're keeping accountability to yourself rather than like just rushing everything at the end and not knowing what to do.
And the people who needed to hear that most are sleeping, so,
They're at the snork Mimi land right now.
What? Were you sleeping too?
What day is it?
This guy, they're at the snork Mimi land right now. Yeah, guys, this is the end of the first episode of Panic at the Pit by Reapers, and special thanks to Jordan for joining us and just being on the team. It means very special to us, and shout out to the OVC members behind the cameras, just being there and morally supporting us, and shout out to our cameramans, and shout out to Maddox as well for being here and just morally supporting the team. But yeah, hopefully there will be more episodes in the future. So Reapers out, guys. Thank you so much for watching the first episode.
You guys.
Bye-bye.